In the intricate web of human relationships, there exist subtle predators, masters of manipulation who prey on the trust and vulnerability of others. Today we shine a light on one such predator, the gaslighter. Imagine yourself questioning your own sanity. Your memories seem to blur, your instincts doubted. This, my friends, is the insidious world of gaslighting, a form of emotional abuse that preys on our deepest insecurities. And in that recognition lies the power to break free. The term gaslighting might seem peculiar, even theatrical, yet its roots lie in a dark place, a 1944 psychological thriller titled Gaslight. In this chilling film, a husband manipulates his wife, driving her to the brink of madness. His method? He subtly dims the gaslights in their home, then denies any change, making his wife doubt her own sanity. This insidious tactic, this warping of reality, is the essence of gaslighting. It's a form of manipulation where the abuser denies, contradicts, and twists the truth, leaving the victim questioning their own perception and grip on reality. Like a spider weaving a web of deceit, the gaslighter ensnares their victim in a world of confusion and self-doubt. Imagine, if you will, a world where your every thought, every memory is subtly undermined. You remember a conversation, a shared experience, yet your abuser insists it never happened. They might even fabricate events, creating a false narrative that leaves you reeling, grasping for a reality that seems to slip further away. This deliberate distortion of truth is central to gaslighting. The abuser aims to make the victim doubt their own judgment, their own memories, their very sanity. It's a slow, insidious poison that erodes the victim's sense of self, leaving them vulnerable and dependent on the abuser for validation. The film Gaslight provides a chilling example, but sadly, this form of abuse extends far beyond the silver screen. It lurks in homes, workplaces, and even among friends, disguised as jokes, concern, or even love. And in that recognition lies the first step towards breaking free. Gaslighting is rarely a frontal assault. It's a subtle erosion, a creeping fog that obscures reality over time. To combat it, we must first learn to recognize its camouflage, the subtle signs that betray its presence. One of the gaslighter's most potent weapons is the dismissal of your feelings. They might say you're too sensitive or you're overreacting, minimizing your emotions and making you question your own valid responses. It's like trying to grasp at smoke. Your feelings are real, yet they're constantly being invalidated. Next, beware of the rewriting of history. The gaslighter may deny past conversations, events, or promises, creating a false narrative that contradicts your own memory. This deliberate manipulation aims to make you doubt your recollection, your grasp on reality itself. Gaslighters are also masters of subtle sabotage. They might forget important dates or commitments, then blame you for being disorganized or unreliable. This calculated undermining of your competence chips away at your self-esteem, making you question your own abilities. Another common tactic is blame shifting. The gaslighter will twist situations to make you feel responsible for their actions or shortcomings. You become the scapegoat, carrying the burden of their mistakes. Finally, be wary of accusations of instability. The gaslighter might suggest you're crazy, imagining things, or need help. Gaslighting isn't just a cruel mind game, it leaves tangible scars on the very fabric of our being. Just as prolonged exposure to harsh elements can weather and transform a landscape, so too can gaslighting reshape the intricate pathways of our brains. Deep within the folds of our brain lies the hippocampus, a tiny seahorse-shaped structure vital for memory formation. Imagine it as a librarian, meticulously cataloguing our experiences. But under the relentless assault of gaslighting, this librarian becomes confused, disoriented, unable to distinguish truth from fabrication. Studies have shown that prolonged gaslighting can actually shrink the hippocampus, impairing our ability to recall events accurately. Meanwhile, another part of the brain, the amygdala, goes into overdrive. Picture it as our internal alarm system, constantly on high alert, scanning for threats. Gaslighting keeps this alarm ringing incessantly, flooding our system with stress hormones like cortisol. This chronic stress not only exhausts our bodies, but can also enlarge the amygdala, making us hypersensitive to perceived threats, even in safe situations. This toxic cocktail of brain changes has profound implications for our mental well-being. The constant self-doubt and anxiety can spiral into a deep depression, leaving us feeling hopeless and lost in a fog of our own thoughts. Furthermore, the trauma of gaslighting can trigger post-traumatic stress disorder, a condition often associated with war veterans and survivors of natural disasters. By understanding the impact on our brains, we can seek appropriate support and begin the journey of reclaiming our mental well-being. Escaping the clutches of a gaslighter can feel like navigating a treacherous jungle. The path is obscured, dangers lurk at every turn, and the very air seems thick with deception. But just as a seasoned explorer relies on their compass and survival skills, so too can we arm ourselves with knowledge and strategies to break free. The first crucial step is recognition. Like identifying a venomous snake by its markings, we must learn to spot the signs of gaslighting. Once we see the manipulation for what it is, we can begin to dismantle its power over us. Remember, knowledge is power, and simply naming the abuse is a victory in itself. Next, we must learn to trust our gut. Our intuition is a powerful tool honed over millennia of human evolution. If something feels off, if an interaction leaves us feeling confused or diminished, we must pay attention. Setting firm boundaries is essential. This means clearly communicating what behavior is acceptable and what is not. It's about reclaiming our power, drawing a line in the sand and saying no more. This might involve refusing to engage in circular arguments, limiting contact with the abuser, or walking away from toxic situations. Seeking external validation is crucial. Talking to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist can provide a much-needed reality check. Sharing our experiences with others helps us break free from the isolation imposed by the gaslighter and reminds us that we are not alone. If it feels safe to do so, consider calling out the manipulation directly. This can be a powerful way to disrupt the gaslighter's tactics and reclaim your voice. If you recognize yourself or someone you know in the shadows of gaslighting, remember you are not alone. Reaching out for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. There are lifelines available, beacons of hope ready to guide you towards healing and empowerment. Here are some trusted resources where you can find help, no matter where you are in the world. US National Domestic Violence Hotline 1-800-799-7233. UK Refuge 0808 2002 European Helpline for Victims 11606. Have you ever experienced gaslighting? Share your story in the comments. Your voice matters. And if this video helped you, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your engagement allows us to keep creating content that empowers and educates. We post new content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 AM to help you reclaim your power.